Surprise! Drones, tears, and a diamond ring. Alex Eala's secret European engagement has sent shockwaves through the tennis world. As Cortiva Tennis celebrates reaching a remarkable 5,000 subscribers, there couldn't be a more jaw-dropping story to share. This isn't just news. It feels like a cinematic fairy tale, reminding us of why we love sports and the extraordinary individuals who make them unforgettable. The pride of the Philippines, 20-year-old tennis prodigy Alex Eala, who has been electrifying the professional circuit, has seemingly won the ultimate match point in her personal life. Rumors are flying, the internet is buzzing, and details are still emerging about a breathtaking European getaway that reportedly ended in a dazzling display. Synchronized drones lighting up the sky, tears of joy, and a sparkling diamond ring, marking Alex as a bride-to-be. Sources close to her inner circle are keeping the exact location under wraps, but it's said to have unfolded at an exclusive, luxurious restaurant with panoramic views. A place where time seems to stand still, allowing two people in love to savor the moment. After months of fierce competition across continents, with the weight of her nation's hopes resting on her shoulders, Alex was finally getting a rare break from the relentless grind of the tour. Radiant and at ease, she shared a private dinner with her boyfriend, the man who has clearly captured the heart of one of tennis's brightest stars. For those precious hours, she wasn't a world-ranked competitor dismantling top players with fearless precision. Nor was she the face of a sporting revolution in her home country. She was simply a young woman in love, laughing under the soft European lights, embracing peace and joy, and savoring a moment that would change her life forever. What the other diners thought was just a charming couple enjoying a romantic evening was about to turn into something unforgettable. As the European sky darkened into a rich, starry black, and the couple finished their dinner, a faint hum filled the warm night air. It was subtle at first, almost easy to dismiss, but the sound grew louder. Heads began to tilt upward. Conversations stopped. Phones were raised to capture whatever was happening above them. Then, emerging from the darkness like a scene straight out of a movie, a vast fleet of glowing drones swept across the sky. This wasn't your average light display. Dozens of illuminated drones moved in perfect synchronization, weaving and swirling in a breathtaking aerial dance. The crowd watched in collective awe as the glowing orbs shifted and aligned, forming a luminous message stretched across the heavens. The words were simple yet powerful: "Eala, I love you." In that moment, the entire sky became a love letter. The scale, secrecy, and meticulous planning behind such a grand gesture, especially in a foreign city and for one of Asia's most beloved young athletes, were almost beyond imagination. Whoever orchestrated it had turned an intimate dinner into a spectacle worthy of the silver screen, leaving every onlooker utterly speechless. It was clear that the proposal's mastermind understood one thing: Alex Eala is someone who never does anything halfway, and she deserved a moment as bold and unforgettable as her presence on the court. Witnesses later shared that when the drones began spelling out her name, Alex covered her mouth with both hands. Her usual steely, match-ready composure melted away, replaced by raw emotion. Tears filled her eyes as she gazed at the glowing message in the sky and then at the man across from her, who wore a calm, knowing smile. The emotion was immediate, real, and impossible to hide. But the spectacle was far from over as the illuminated message continued to shine above them, capturing a moment that no one would ever forget. Continued to blaze overhead. One lone drone gently separated from the formation and descended with breathtaking precision toward their table. Hovering delicately above them like a mechanical cupid, it carried a small velvet box, unmistakable in its meaning. The restaurant fell into complete silence. Glasses stopped clinking, conversations dissolved, and every pair of eyes locked onto the couple. Alex's boyfriend stood, carefully untied the velvet box from the hovering drone, and as it lifted back into the sky to rejoin the constellation of lights, he lowered himself onto one knee. Opening the box revealed a dazzling diamond ring that caught the ambient glow of the room and scattered it into 1,000 brilliant sparks. Looking up at the tearful champion before him, he asked 5 simple life-changing words. "Will you be my wife?" In the days prior, after her exit from Dubai, Alex had posted a heartfelt message on Instagram reflecting on her 3 weeks of competition. She spoke warmly about the privilege of playing before passionate crowds and shared a quote from a fellow player about the honor of competing in front of people who see themselves in you. She added her own thoughtful line: "What a privilege it is to do what you love with love." In hindsight, those words feel almost prophetic, layered with meaning far beyond tennis rankings and tournament results. They spoke of a life built on devotion to her sport, to her country, to her supporters, and to the man who would soon place a diamond ring on her finger beneath a sky illuminated with her name. He understood the magnitude of this moment. One must appreciate what Alexandra Eala represents to the Philippines and to Filipinos around the world. She is more than just a rising star with impressive victories. She is a symbol of possibility in a nation where basketball has long dominated the sporting spotlight. She has carved out space for tennis in the national conversation. She stands as living proof that a young Filipino athlete, armed with discipline, courage, and belief, can compete with and defeat the very best in the world. For overseas Filipino communities scattered across the Middle East, Europe, and Southeast Asia, her matches are more than just sporting events. They are shared moments of pride, unity, and inspiration. Across the Philippines and throughout the global Filipino community, people rearrange exhausting work schedules just to watch Alex Eala compete live. Students discreetly check score updates under their desks during class. Grandparents who once had no interest in tennis now ask their grandchildren to explain what a tiebreak is. Her social media pages have become vibrant digital gathering places, filled with Philippine flags, prayers, and messages of encouragement in Tagalog, English, and Kapampangan, posted by supporters from every corner of the world. What she inspires goes beyond fandom. It resembles what psychologists call collective effervescence, that powerful, almost spiritual sense of unity when millions feel connected to something larger than themselves. When Filipinos watch Alex step onto the court, they are not just watching a match. They see their own perseverance, their own resilience against long odds, and their own quiet determination reflected back at them. She embodies discipline over drama, steady excellence in a noisy world, and the undeniable global strength of the Filipino diaspora. Oh, what does this engagement mean for her future in tennis? History suggests that personal joy and professional greatness are not opposing forces but complementary ones. Time and again, across tennis and other elite sports, athletes who find genuine love, stability, and emotional security often discover that the burdens of competition are lightened and their focus sharpens. The energy of love can fuel a player's drive, providing them with the emotional strength to conquer even greater challenges on the court. With her heart now intertwined with someone who understands and cherishes her, Alex Eala may just be entering a new chapter of her career, where personal happiness and professional triumph go hand in hand. Grow lighter rather than heavier. The relentless travel, the endless weeks spent living out of suitcases in hotel rooms, the loneliness of the tour, and the crushing pressure of expectations can become easier to carry when anchored by a supportive and loving partnership, rather than becoming a distraction. Such happiness can provide clarity, balance, and renewed motivation. It creates a foundation strong enough to fuel even greater success on the court. When an athlete carries the expectations of an entire nation, having a loving and steady partner in their corner can make that weight feel lighter and more manageable. For Alex, this new chapter as a fiancée may become the hidden advantage that propels her from the edge of the top 30 straight into the elite top 10 conversation. Imagine the confidence she will bring into her next match, her next tournament, even her next Grand Slam appearance. She already possesses a ferocious, match-winning forehand, an advanced strategic mind that reads the geometry of the court at an elite level, and defensive skills that exhaust opponents who think they've already secured the point. Her mental resilience has been forged through high-pressure competition since her teenage years. Now, add the unmistakable glow of someone who has just had her name written across the night sky by the person she loves. The rest of the WTA Tour has every reason to take notice. A happy, balanced, focused, newly engaged Alex Eala could be one of the most formidable opponents across the net. Looking ahead to the 2026 season, the broader picture is just as thrilling. With a career-high ranking of 31 and steadily climbing, Alex is no longer merely a dangerous dark horse. She is becoming a serious presence in every major draw. Other seeded players are beginning to adjust their expectations when they see her name. The clay swing, the grass season, the hardcourt summer, and another run at the Grand Slams all lie ahead. And with each passing week, it becomes clearer that she has the talent, mentality, and now the emotional foundation to mount a legitimate push toward the world's top 20. Her journey has evolved into a national story that continues to captivate the hearts of millions.